silly me, thinking you and her could work things out. I'm a third wheel on this broken car. You're a mess, just wanna get out. Silly you, why is it so hard to be real?
Magnetic sheep. Yes, you are first. Hey, we're gonna host the race practice here shortly. What's up, CTG? How you doing, bud? Hey, what's up, Tan Man? How you doing?
Keep it real, try to focus. What's the deal? Don't say it's hopeless. Remember the good times. Is it worth fighting for? Silly you, why is it so hard to be real? Speak the truth, just say you're sorry. I don't know why you're too proud to work it out. You think time will tell and sort things out, but you know well that I never will.
How's everybody doing tonight? You guys chilling and have a good night, having a good night so far? Ready for a little bit of race practice? Excited for this weekend's race? I am. Ooh, that reminds me, I need to go get a drink before the stream starts. Oh, it's only 3:30 p.m. for you? That's nice. Oh man. CTG, are you able to join in on the practice today? Hey, what's up, Sonny? Yeah, Wicked, we might need some help. I'm kind of surprised that none of the admins are around right now.
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. Oh, man, fair enough. I got the event up if you want to join it. Oh. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I seen
because
that. I got a little load going. I gotta finish unloading before I can jump in.
Yeah, no worries. It's gonna be really interesting because none of the admins are on right now, so I don't really want to shut down Jeju without them. You know?
Yeah, no, I understand that completely.
Like, You know, it's not my server.
Well, like Volverk said, it's going to be an interesting obstacle.
Oh, it should be. My main concern is that people don't know how to download the track and practice on their own. Which could very well be the case, right? But...
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are unfortunately at work until 7. You won't get home until 8. What time is it for you now, Tan Man? What time is it for you now? Now! Right meow! Oh, there's a dude. Yeah, this is gonna be crazy with live traffic and everything around. Oh, this is gonna be wild. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
good
sweet.
practice if anything.
Yeah, if anything, it's just gonna prepare people for lap traffic and stuff like that, right?
Right.
All right, let's see here. Ooh. 6:35 Eastern right now. Okay. Well, Tanman, I appreciate you joining me here at the end of your workday. I hope that it was a good day. And then let's see here. CTG says you did get practice in with the file you posted. You dig the track layout. Yeah. So speaking of the track layout, guys, this is what we're going to be dealing with for race number 2. It's Jeju downtown. So number 1, it looks like it's you go this way, but you don't actually. You go straight down this way, and then you come around here. The only reason why this gate is on this road instead of this one is because it was the only way that I could cover pit lane here. So this right here, from here over and where these guys are, is pit lane. And then so pit lane would come out of waypoint 21, and then they would continue straight, which waypoint 22 is large enough that you end up going through 22 if you go into pit lane, and then you could come around this way and into number 2. And same thing with number 1. Number 1 is large enough to get the main track and pit lane. So there you go. But yeah, so this is where we're gonna start, everybody, right? So like pole position would probably be right here on this line, and then second place would be right lined up in here, like right against this hash mark, right? And then third, and then fourth, and then fifth, and blah 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 down the road. So it should be really interesting. Should be pretty fun. But we just gotta get people here to practice. We gotta get people in on the practice. There's Johnny now. There's Johnny now. He did really well in the last race, so pretty impressive. See who else we can get. Hey, folks. Oh, yeah, we just need to get more and more people in on the event. Is the event open for people to join? It should be. It should be available for people to join. Yeah. Adds a need for speed aspect. Yeah, it's like, what's that movie? Gosh. Oh, I can't remember the name of the movie right now. The whole, you know, we're a family movie and blah, blah, blah. They've done way too many of them. Fast and Furious. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. I've only seen the first two movies. I never saw any of the other ones. I was in the military when a lot of them were coming out, so I didn't really have a chance to see any of them beyond the first two movies. The fact that there's like what 9 or 13 or 10 movies of them, somewhere around that neighborhood, that's like insane to me, because it was such a one-off thing that it's kind of wild that it's got any kind of thing. Well, there's Heavy Hauler right there. Yeah, but he's not in the right car, and he's also not in the league, so. This is gonna be interesting too. Like, we'll probably end up with some random people in random cars over here too.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me any.
There's 3 people driving the wrong way on our track right now. I thought Chris was gonna be here, but maybe he got hung up on something. Family beats anything in the world, so now you're caught up on all the ones that I missed. Okay. My understanding is that they went crazy with those movies, right? Like,
Good night.
they started doing like superpowers and stuff like that, and like all kinds of wildness. Yeah, there's like 3 people deciding to race in JG right now. This is gonna be wild. Oh, you don't know about powers. You've watched the last couple. They don't have powers. I thought they had. I guess maybe because people were saying that like they were doing just insane tricks with the cars nowadays and stuff, so. Yeah. I guess like, you know, since
Oh, hey, that works.
they were defying the physics in that world, that it was kind of like they had superpowers as a result of that or something. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting people together. We're a little bit early, but well, that's not nice. We're a little bit early. Yeah, apparently so. Let's see if I can get this back. Let's see. Party only. I'll just take it back. All right. I don't know why they're choosing to do this right here, other than the fact that this is where we're trying to hold our practice, so. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright, let's see here. Get that. Let's get that. How's that guy stuck? That guy's kind of blocking the path. So. Let's take a look. So basically, right, the track is going to come down this path here, and it's going to swing up this way, and then over here, which that guy's truck is now blocking the path, and then it's going to circle back up this way, and then over by the supermarket, and heading back over this way. I believe it takes a left here. Either that or it goes to the next one. I don't remember. I might go to the next one. Come up here. And then... No, it was that first one. But basically, it comes up this way towards the military base. So it comes up this way towards military base. And then from the military base, it actually circles around where my bus is right now. I got to get rid of those here in just a second. Heads over this way and then heads down this main path down this way, right? So this is the racetrack that is going to be for race number 2. Comes down back this way, which this is going to be interesting, right? Because it's going to be downhill, and so you're able to get quite a lot of speed here, but then right here at the end you're going to hit this 90-degree turn, so you're going to have to slow down pretty rapidly there, and then you'll come around this way, turn right towards that truck right there, and then you'll be back on your way up this main straightaway into the finish line. Where's my car again? What did they do with the car? Hey guys, do you mind? Well, also need. I might have to make a message here. Despawn that.
Them then just push me off.
Yeah, I know. There's a couple guys that are intentionally disruptive right now. So, I might need to open a ticket and see if we can get rid of them. I'm just despawning my AI right now to get ready for this.
I was getting rid of the things I was using.
Oh, you were using mine?
Oh, no. The trucks, that's what I was doing as well. I don't think I'm a part of your corporation, so we should be good.
Oh, okay. Let me open a ticket, see if we can get some admins on. right, guys, we'll get rocking to it here in just a minute. So I do appreciate your patience here on stream.
Do I sign up now for the race?
Yeah, Tan Man, that doesn't always work though. It does work sometimes, but it doesn't always work. So that's why I always despawn from a parking spot. You don't have to sign up for the event. Once you've signed up, you're a part of the league. The sign up sheet was only to get people signed up for the league itself.
No, I mean, like, for the event, the practice race event.
Yeah, it's in the events tab. Well, those two disruptive guys disconnected, so that's a good news.
Really good news.
Yeah, you guys, we're getting everybody together here, getting ready to do this. This is gonna be kind of insane with without the track shut down and stuff, but Heavy Holler is a regular on the server. Maybe he was just goofing off or whatever, but I mean, he stole my car and then he, you know, ran into me. He, you know, I don't know, did a bunch of silly stuff. So, I don't know, maybe he was just goofing off or whatever, but he was pretty disruptive as we're trying to get organized here. Alright, so, alright. Hey, MMRL folks, the race event is available to be signed up for. We will kick things off in about 9 minutes. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you know, I expected things to be a little bit wild. Especially without admin support right now. Are there any of the admins on right now? Yeah, doesn't look like it. Yeah, you won't want to leave that on that straightaway. That's going to be one of the main thoroughfares. Magnetic, are you joining in on this practice session or just hanging out? You joining? Okay, sweet. Oh, you're in that thing. Who are we missing? If anybody. And we got 3 people. We could do a practice session here in just a minute. Nah, that'd be great, Tan Man. That'd be awesome. Very effective griefer technology. Oh, no. Yeah, don't fight fire with fire. That was really strange though, but you know, it's kind of to be expected as well. Especially, you know, like since this track happens to be right here in Jeju, and Jeju is a really popular area. So I'm expecting a lot of disruptions for a while, but hopefully not that many. You can hook a winch to a moving car and the chaos that follows. Oh man, yeah, true. That's funny. really funny. All right, let me see. All right. So I just got word back that Raptor is not available tonight, but he did ping the rest of the staff to see if we can't get some additional assistance for tonight's event. Could use trucks and cones to block off the track. Yeah, so that's the plan. And I thought that we were gonna have that assistance for tonight to have the track blocked off, but without the without the admins on, I don't want to block Jeju's traffic. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have the admins orchestrating blocking the track. You know, like otherwise people will call me the griefer. You know what I mean? So yeah, so in other words, yeah, we're just gonna see what happens, basically. They do know I'm doing it, and they do know that it's a whatchamacallit. They do know that it's a scheduled event and such, but at the same time, you know, I'm trying to be a productive member of the society here instead of a disruptive individual, right? So but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting started here in just a few minutes. We've got Sunny, Magnetic, and Johnny here today. So that's actually enough to get a practice run in. You could drop a couple trailers off. Yeah, let me see if that guy's truck is still over here. I don't know if his truck is still here. Nah, his truck looks like it is at least not here anymore. So it's no longer blocking the main track, which is a good thing. But yeah, in the race proper, we're gonna have it coned off and blocked off with trucks, trailers, and everything else. Not only to prevent traffic from entering the track, but also to like set it up so that the racers can easily identify the track itself, right? So that's what we're gonna be doing. All right, let's see here. We got 3 people signed up. Also, the other thing that I learned from race number 1 is that before I finish the race, I'm gonna have to get all of the racers back into their cars before I hit the finish button, because otherwise people don't get coin or XP for the race. That's why in the last race it said a bunch of people were disqualified because they weren't in their cars at the finish of the race. All right, we got 3 minutes before we're technically supposed to start, so over. Magnetic's pushing that guy out of the way. All right. Yeah, the lights. I guess you set those lights up as running lights. Hey, what's up, Skira? How you doing, man? Good to see you back. Just tell them to stay in the car until you hit finish. Yeah, basically, that's exactly what I'll have to do. Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world, like, if they don't end up with coin or XP for the race, right? But...
Hey, the Gura, you can't park there. I seen the park, no parking sign on your car.
Yep. It's gone. It's just because I haven't been in it in a while. All right, let's get the current guys in their cars ready to go. And we'll go ahead and do a practice run with the guys that we've got here. I put out plenty of notification for it and everything. It's going pretty good, man. We're just trying to get a practice session in. I thought that we were gonna have admin support for tonight, but we don't have them online right now. Which is, you know, that's fine, but it's gonna make this a lot more chaotic. All right, so we're gonna line up right here at this line right here. So we'll get the race started over here. So this is the straightaway for that that main part of the race. So let's Magnetic, come up against this line here. Okay, Sunny, yeah, go ahead. And then Magnetic right here on the second hash mark. Sunny, whoever. All right, second hash mark, and then Sunny, back up a little bit so your front tires are on that line. And then Johnny, you're going to be here at this line. All right. So here we go. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a go. Oh. Yeah, you guys go straight on that part. Watch out for that bus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sunny is getting some distance here as we come into the turn up towards the military base. It's gonna be kind of interesting. I'm not sure how much practice these guys have on the Jeju downtown track, but it is certainly a wild track for sure. But they're all pretty close to each other. Johnny goes off track there. It is a technical and difficult track, so but there's plenty of opportunity for people to pass and stuff like that. But it's a little bit more like Monaco in a lot of ways too, where there's a lot of areas that are difficult to pass in. So definitely keep that in mind as we get going here. Okay, that was me that said that. All right, and then here we come down to this main straightaway kind of thing, but it does have a couple switchbacks that do limit your top speed down there. Magnetic coming after Sunny down this straightaway, but they got a quick 90-degree turn coming up. Magnetic trying for the inside, didn't quite make it in time. All right, you'll take a right up here. Take a right. Yep, take a right, and then straight down that straightaway towards the finish line. Yeah, there you go. And keep going straight. Keep going straight. There you go. There you go. That's the main track. Pit lane rejoins where Sunny and Magnetic are right now. That's where pit lane rejoins the race. So yeah, see, in here in these tight streets is really where the difficult part of the track comes into play here, because these curbs in this area are really unforgiving. Really unforgiving. Oh, Sunny goes off track, and Magnetic is now our leader with 13% complete. 13% complete right now as he heads up towards the military base. This part is a little bit tricky because your cars are going to handle differently as you come up the hill here. So it's like kind of a balance between speed and acceleration up that hill, because you know I've done this track myself, but I had like about a 2-minute lap time on this track myself. Johnny coming up on Sunny and does not quite make it just yet, but they're coming around these hard 90-degree turns pretty smoothly. This is fun to see. This is again the first time these racers are officially practicing on this track. Magnetic extending his lead down here, but this little 90-degree turn up here throws people for a little bit of a loop because you've got so much speed coming down that hill. Yeah, see, Magnetic goes off track right there, but you got so much speed as you come. There you go. Sunny passes him up. But yeah, again, that's part of the thing, right? Like, you just have a lot of speed as you come down that part of the track. So that 90-degree turn is rough. Magnetic, you may as well do your pit lane. You're in pit lane right there. All right. And there we go. People are passing by, going down. This is a fun track, though. And especially seeing it in action here is a lot of fun for me, with multiple racers on. And this is exactly what we're going to be doing, what AAA has done, blocking off the road a little bit. We're going to have that a little bit more officially for the proper race. Yeah, see, like, you get a little bit of airtime if you take this turn too fast. If you take that too fast, you get a little bit of air, and that's exactly what just happened to Sunny. So again, you know, like, these street tracks are a whole other beast compared to Ansan from last week, right? And I really wish that the game would update me on the whatchamacallit. I wish the game would update me on their lap times, right? Because it would be very interesting for me to see if these guys are improving their lap times or not. But yeah, okay, so Sunny and Magnetic are battling it out for first. They changed places there when Magnetic took those turns a little too widely, but Magnetic is fast approaching him and trying to catch up to Sunny down the down this downhill. Keep in mind, this is downhill, so they're able to get a lot of speed really quickly. But this 90-degree turn means that they have to slow down way ahead of time. Oh, and Magnetic mastered that turn that time. Very good job. Okay, so right here, yeah, so Sunny is going into pit right now. So Sunny is doing his pit right now, which is a 35-mile-an-hour zone in pit lane, and he's going in for repairs even. Okay, so he's going in for repairs. Keep in mind, all racers do need to do one pit. So Sunny has completed his one pit so far. So you'll go straight here, Sunny, and then take the next right, and that's where you'll be able to rejoin. Perfect. It's also part of this practice, right, is to learn the track. Speaking of pit stops, I needed to make my own pit stop with my thing. Magnetic extending his lead a little bit. He's now 32% complete. And Johnny, where's Johnny? Johnny's over here. Okay, let me look. Ooh, Johnny, you need to slow down in pit lane. You need to slow down in pit lane. There you go. I didn't see you stop in pit lane though. All right. So Sunny and Magnetic battling it out up here, but I did not see Johnny stop when I was watching him. in pit lane. So I don't think he actually counts that as a pit stop. I think he might have gotten confused with the gates. Again, the cones and stuff in the proper race day are gonna help people be guided down the right paths. But it was my only way to have the gates properly by stretching them out a little bit there, in order to kind of cover those areas, right? So pretty fun. But it does, you know, that's also part of this practice too, right? Is to make sure that people know the track itself, which is a complicated track, right? Because right here there's a gate that's like right there at that stop sign. There's a gate, but it's large enough that it covers this 4-lane area as well as the 2-lane area, but the proper racetrack goes up towards the 2-lane area instead of towards pit lane itself, right? So it can be a little bit confusing, but again, that's part of the practice. And Wicked says, as soon as I drop off this load, you're going to be a couple of trucks to help out with the track. Yeah, we'll do a second practice run after this. So that will help out. That will certainly help out. Oh, Magnetic might have lost. Oh, Magnetic is on the curb. Yeah. So that's another thing, right? In this area, you've got to be really, really tight and technical on the track because, for example, if you come down this straightaway too fast, right here, there's a little bump right where my drone just was that you can actually get a little bit airborne with, and then you'll lose all sense of traction and everything. But let's check in on Johnny back here. So let's check in on Johnny again. There's only, honestly, there's only 3% separating them, but as you can see in this track, 3% is a lot more than it was over in Ansan. What's up, James? How you doing, bud? We need to get you back in the corporation, man. But yeah, so Johnny coming down this area again. If you take this spot too fast, you end up really airborne. So it's gonna be interesting to kind of like balance that out with you know, between the speed that you need and being able to stay on track. We're now 47% complete. The only person that I have officially noticed has done a pit is Sunny though, so we still need Magnetic and Johnny to pit, as far as I'm aware. So what we're doing is a 10 lap 1 pit stop race, and there we go. Magnetic is coming in for the pit. Okay, so Magnetic is coming in for the pit again. This lane right here is 35 miles an hour or 56 kilometers an hour. So Magnetic coming into the pit stops. He's even getting a little bit of repairs, which is exactly what Sunny did. And Sunny coming down the straightaway, challenging Magnetic now for first place. They're going back and forth on this. Magnetic trying to get back out on track in time. Again, 35 miles an hour, 56 kilometers an hour. So we'll see. But yeah, there he goes. Okay, Magnetic has followed the correct path, and now he'll turn right here to rejoin the track, which will get him through gate number 2, which is this gray gate in front of us right now. Yeah, there he goes. Perfect. So now the only person left to pit is Johnny, and Johnny is pulling into the pits now. All right, Johnny is pulling into the pits now and getting his repair on. Looks like everybody has done their mandatory pit. All right, so Johnny coming down, going through the gate, and then he'll rejoin the track right up here, and he'll be back to racing shortly. Again, there's only 3% separating everybody, but in fact, Magnetic and Sunny are only separated by like 0.5% now, as Magnetic is chasing him down. Out for blood over here. Oh, you love to see it. Out for blood. Also, I love the fact that I almost have my voice back. But yeah, there we go. All right, this military section, it's a little bit of a tarmac, but you still slip a little bit easier. You've got your money on Magnetic. Ooh, okay. I forgot to do the channel prediction. You know what? Hold on. I could probably load it up here real quick. All right. If I can get my mouse back. Channel prediction. Who wins PS1? Practice session 1. Is it Magnetic? Is it Sunny? Or is it Johnny? All right, guys, you got 1 minute. Boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you got 1 minute to put in that prediction on who's gonna win session number 1 here. Again, as is tradition with our practice sessions, we do 2 practice sessions per situation, right? Well, it looks like Sunny and Magnetic are really battling it out. I'm gonna go do a quick little pit stop and get myself some more batteries for my drone. Oh no, Magnetic. Reset yourself. We don't have a record. Reset yourself. Oh, there you go. Reset yourself. Yeah, we don't have a record right now. Oh no, Magnetic flipped, giving Sunny plenty of time to extend his lead over here. Sunny is heading up towards the military base right now. And then Johnny, where's Johnny? Johnny is over here, coming in on Magnetic, as Johnny went off track there a little bit. Caught him there in the end. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of wild. But the cones and the different, like, we're gonna have trailers and trucks and stuff on these side streets, blocking the side streets, making it a little bit more readily apparent on what direction these racers need to go. Johnny, though, now has Magnetic's taillights in his sights as he chases him down, trying to catch up. So the battle might actually be for second and third back there. Sunny coming down this little switchback with a comfortable lead. You'll love to see it. So I hope that everybody got their channel predictions in on who's gonna win session number 1. Sunny coming down over here and towards this final 2 turns, right? So you got 1 and then 2 and you're back on to the track, right? It's a little bit of a complicated track, but it's good to see that people are getting more and more used to it, the more laps that we get under our belts. Okay, so let's go check in on Magnetic and Johnny as they come down that extremely fast area. And Magnetic seems to have figured out when to start braking for that, and so has Johnny, though. Look at that. That was smooth as they both come around the final 2 turns and in towards that gate, that big orange gate, yellow gate in front of us. And there they go, racing down there. We got 72% complete, but the other 2 are 70%. So it's very close. Oh, Sunny goes too far. He missed the turn, giving everybody a chance to catch up here a little bit. Oh, that's wild. That's really wild. Okay, well, there you go. All right, how close is everybody else? They're a little bit further behind, though. Johnny, what's up with Johnny? What's up with Johnny? Johnny went off track there. That's no good. Thank you, Wicked. And he went off track again. Oh no. All right, so it's all up to Magnetic being able to catch up to Sunny now. There is a 3% difference between the pair of them at the moment. That is not a lot, but on this track it is more than it was on Ansan. In Ansan, you can make up a 3% difference a lot more easily than you can on this one. Like, as you see here, juxtaposition next to each other, you got Magnetic just now entering the military base as Sunny comes down this long straightaway and into that 90-degree turn. So pretty interesting. MMRL official practice 2 will be held after a short break on completion of session 1. Okay, there we go. All right, so here we go. Let me catch up. We got Sunny coming down right over here. I'm gonna do a quick little pit stop of my own. All right, and here we go. All right, Sunny making his way to. Sunny has gotten more and more familiar with the track now. So, and the fact that we have live traffic going on in the track certainly makes things interesting. But we're now 82% complete on the race, on the racetrack, which is wild. And here he comes. Oh no! All right, Mooser. Mooser does. I don't know if Mooser knows that he's on a live racetrack right now. But all right. Please keep in mind, folks. We have an active legal race going on in Jeju downtown right now for the Motor Maven Race League. All right, Magnetic coming up towards the military base. Sunny going down the straightaway over here towards that 90-degree turn. So there we go. All right, so this is part of the interesting part, you know, like we were supposed to have some admin support. Oh, this rain is gonna throw people for a loop though, I tell you what, because a lot of these turns are 90-degree turns in this Jeju downtown race circuit. So this is gonna be quite interesting. So all right, here he comes, Sunny, down that main finish line right there. Okay, so he's at 90% complete. I'm not sure if he's now on his last lap or not, but he's pretty darn close for sure. Oh no, and Sunny goes off the track, giving Magnetic time to catch up to him. Yeah, this and there he goes, going around the city bus as we still have more and more AI traffic and everything kind of in the way right now. Hopefully on the second practice we'll have a little less traffic on the track, but we're working on it. We're trying to make this as safe as possible, but it's a little bit more interesting with all of the traffic and the random people coming into Jeju, and the rain. So if you wanted hard mode practice, here it is for you. All right, Sunny 94% complete as he heads up the path here towards the military base, and Wicked is in the way. No, don't back up. Oh no, Wicked. All right, there he goes. Oh no. All right, here we go. All right, Magnetic not far behind though. Magnetic is not far behind at this point. Nickus, he's one of the racers. He's over there. He's running some stuff right now, so hopefully he'll end up joining the next session. All right, here we go. Sunny, I don't know how he types like while racing, but Sunny is demonstrating some mad skills over here. All right, here he comes down the main line. Remember, you can get a lot of speed down this particular section as you come into this 90-degree turn up ahead. And it looks like 98% complete, so this is the final lap. He's now 99% complete even with the mistakes between everybody, it looks like, oh no, it's gonna be really close as Sunny and Magnetic battle it out for first here. Oh, Sunny missed the turn. Sunny missed the turn. Oh no. Magnetic coming through. Sunny going in for repairs. Sunny going in for repairs. Oh, Magnetic crossed the finish line. Yes. All right. Magnetic is our race leader. Magnetic is our race leader. We have some unfortunate AI blocking the path right now. All right, so we've got 23 minutes for Magnetic and 23 minutes for Sunny. But the other thing is too, Johnny, where's Johnny? Johnny's coming down that last straightaway down here, and then he'll be heading in towards us here in just a little bit. I think that was a pretty good first session. Yeah, with all of the friggin' random people on the track and everything, like Dakota underscore is supposed to be a racer. Whoever designed this track, who hurt you? I know, right? All right, Johnny coming down that final straightaway. Oh no, he wipes out. Does he pass? Johnny passes the finish line upside down. Oh my gosh. Nice job. Nice job. Johnny passing the finish line upside down was not in my prediction book.
That was kind of my fault. That was my bad.
All right, everybody get back into your cars so you get credit for this, so you get some coin and all that. Sonny, get in your car real quick.
Hey, can we turn off push to talk in here for now?
I have no
That would be
control over
nice.
that. Yeah, I have no control over that.
It's kind of a pain in the ass to use.
I can't join the event. Is it like closed right now?
It was, but it's about to open again.
Okay. I have a tanker that I could put somewhere to block. I'm just not sure where.
Yeah. Let me get one of my cars out to you and help block.
Yeah, I just don't know where since I can't join the event.
Well, look in the MMRL Racing League, and there's the map of the track.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, gotcha.
We're doing a practice session.
You doing another one?
What should I grab?
Alright, I've got a spot where I can put it.
You doing another practice section, Dakota?
Oh,
I know the track. I'm the one that made it. What I was saying is that Dakota underscore, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna be joining the race session. I'm late.
You're good.
No, I mean like if we're doing another practice session.
Oh yeah, I think we are.
We do 2 sessions, but we're gonna try to block some more of the track.
I got this spot.
Now, where is this again?
Jeju downtown.
It'll be in like 5 minutes, right?
Sorry to fuck up your cones.
Soonish.
Sorry, I can't do that one. I have to go.
You have to go?
Yeah.
Oh, no worries, man. Thanks for participating in practice session 1.
I'll be there in 10 minutes, but I don't know if I can make the practice session though.
You're coming back in 10 minutes? I mean, we can wait 10 minutes. Like, that's no biggie.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, I might want to disconnect the trailer. Duh.
The other thing too is like once the real race is going and we have the track like properly blocked off and properly, you know, coned off and all that jazz, it's going to make it a lot easier on all of the racers as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everybody blocking off the road as the race is going on is kind of funny watching.
Well, I know, but
I should be able to put one more trailer down somewhere.
I'd kind of block off Pit Road, the entranceway.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Pit Road is gonna be interesting too. Like,
Yeah, I still need to know where Pit Road is.
Pit Road, if you look on the map, it's that blue lane. It's where the garage tuning is, where Jetta is.
Or I think I could just put my Galima right there.
It's basically the road to the gas station and the repair shop. The left right before the bus or the construction site, and then you continue straight
Yeah.
till the T on Jeju,
I think.
right where Jeju's word is, and then you go right.
So Sonny, what were you thinking? Like, I was thinking for that last turn, we could do like cones to kind of direct the racers towards the right area.
Or could get a bus with an arrow.
A bus with an arrow, yeah.
Something that just points, or put right Pit on there with the
we have the dumpy with the arrows.
Yeah, wicked. Here, block like these two lanes here.
Hold up.
'Cause this is the main track right here, this direction.
I'm coming.
No, I meant here, these two lanes right here.
Dude, who just ditched a ton of cargo here on the ground?
Not me.
What the fuck?
Because essentially what will happen, right? People can use that dump truck right there as like a marker is, hey, blue equals pit, right? And so they come down this lane for pit lane.
Yeah, show me
But,
exactly what Pit's gonna be, Dakota.
Yeah, where should
This
I go?
right here, right in front of me is pit lane. So all of this is pit lane. All the way down until it rejoins in waypoint number 2 on the map. So pit lane rejoins at number 2 because the final one, which I think is waypoint 21 and waypoint 1, have been stretched to be large enough to hit both pit lane and the primary track in order for everybody to get credit even if they pit, kind of thing. And the
Dakota,
event
would you
should
mind
be
doing me a favor here?
joinable. What's that?
Would you mind doing me a favor here?
Where's here?
I'm going to make my car available here. Can you just drive me along the course here so I can help memorize this?
Sure. You know, come towards the garage. I'm over at the garage.
Is this an alright spot for my rotator? I think it is.
Yeah, it should be.
Alright.
You want to join the
I think
event?
Yeah, I need to.
Okay. Cleaver, let me drive.
And is Wicked's in the channel?
It's locked a party. I can't get in. All right, get in, loser. Let's go. You know, mean girls. Oh wait, hold on, Jetta.
Get in, hoe ass. We're going shopping.
Yeah, all right. Can he not get in? How come he can't get in? Oh, there he goes. Okay. So, and if you guys want to hop on the stream real quick, I'll give like a quick tour of the track. But okay. So this is the final turn right in front of us. The brace proper goes to the right where Cammy is, right? So the brace proper goes this direction and then quickly turns left here and goes down that straightaway towards the finish line. But pit lane, since you were asking about pit lane goes straight. So pit lane comes down this way and it's 35 miles an hour up through here. And so pit lane is side by side the proper race line. The proper race line is up there at Wicked's trailer, or Johnny's car is upside down. So pit lane continues down this way, and then, yep, Wicked's truck was in the way. So then it comes up here and rejoins the proper race. So the proper race is coming down where Dakota underscore is over there. So the proper race comes down here, does a 90 up this way, and then another 90 this way, and then they're coming down over here, which then forces them off to the right here, another 90, and then they do another 90 right here, and they come down here towards the grocery store and all of that jazz, where they eventually make it to my little thing that's blocking them to send them up towards the military base up this way. Chris! Oh, I'm glad to see you, man. We had a couple trolls earlier, but we do need some admin support to finish session 2 here. All right, so here we go. We're coming up this way. All right, and then they take a left at Wicked's trailer here toward while they're inside the military base, and they circle around the military base. Which is a little bit tricky. Like, this is technically off-road, but it still works like a whatchamacallit, like a tarmac in a way. We do have Department of Transportation helping out, and I really appreciate you guys' help. All right, and then they come down this long straightaway.
Wait, should Wicked's stuff be right here?
Where's right here?
Where I'm at, next to the bus depot.
Maybe. Hold
Because
on.
this is where, because like it looks like you go straight through this road.
Right, so here's the final turn, right? So you can either go straight there and go into pit lane, or you can do the proper race line, which is what we just did, and then you race right up here to the finish line proper. Yep, and then that right there is the finish line. That transition, this little line right here, is the technical finish line.
Johnny, how did you do this?
What's the what? Oh, Johnny got he lost control there at the final lap, so
I am the one who flips.
all right, so let's get all of the racers into the event.
Oh no, I'm stuck. Jesus.
Might need a couple repairs.
Maybe.
Chris, how you doing, bud? What time do you get off work? Oh yeah, Dakota, which truck did you think was wrong, in the wrong place?
The ones that right in front of me and behind me, because like.
Oh, so those are in the right spots because you're not rejoining the proper race line through this lane. So yes, the marker is right where you are, but that's only because I had to stretch the marker to be able to fit pit lane and the proper race line in it.
Oh, okay. So where's the actual start?
The actual start is over here.
All right.
I'm back.
Hey,
Welcome
question
back.
for everyone.
You're at work
Is
until
there
11
Is there a
p.m.
way to
Ooh.
increase the turn speed of my wheels?
Yeah, so this right here, this little stop line is going to be marking pole position in the future. And then we're going to use the hash marks on the road proper to mark the other spots down the lane. But this right here is the proper starting position. So this finish line is technically like right here. But we're going to be starting back here just because the hash marks make it easier to put people in their proper spots and such.
I see.
And Johnny, you're probably gonna need to go repair your car before we do session 2.
I was just
I'm
about
not
to
gonna-
say that.
I'm not gonna lie, I need to do the same. I was ramming him.
Yeah. Guys, get your repairs in, refuel, all that jazz, so that we can do session 2 here in just a minute. I don't wanna hold Jeju hostage for longer than we need to. Do I need anything else blocked? Okay. So the proper race line as the map shows. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me go here. And okay. And then on this thing, I can do boom. So here's the proper race line, right? So is most everybody on stream by chance?
I'm not on stream.
That's fine. That's fine. I was just gonna go, like, if you look in the MMRL race league, I posted a map of what the race looks like.
By the way,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt here. When I haul someone back, if they got stuck, crashed, whatever, where am I taking them?
To the repair garage and pit lane on north side of Jeju.
Got it.
Because that's the only repair garage in the area, so it's...
Do you want me to follow the racetrack itself, or just take shortest route?
Take the shortest route, but try not to cross the racing line. You know what I mean? Like, if you can take them off the racing line.
Is
The
there...
racing line?
So... Okay, so if on the map, right? Position 1, 2, 3, right? So if somebody crashes out in waypoint number 3, take them off the track.
Hold on. I don't even have that on.
Okay.
I can't keep alt-tabbing and working push-to-talk and working the controller. We really need to take push-to-talk off.
We could go on our next call. That
You
is
could pull it up on
mentioned.
your phone and just have the map.
Yeah. Okay. Let me know when you
Okay,
guys
then I
have
need
the map
2
up
hands
and
for
I'll
controller,
explain.
1 hand for push-to-talk,
Yeah,
1 hand
is there any way to
Yeah, Chris, 100%, bud.
make this, like, because you've got the route editor or whatever. How do you get there?
What do you mean, how do I get there?
Yeah, like, so is there a way to make those waypoints, just place them on your map?
They appear on your map as you complete the race. So, like, you'll get like you'll see like you know, like when you create like when you right click on the map and you create your own little waypoint, you'll get one of those for each of the gates as you're going through it.
Yeah, I know that, but since like this one starts at the wrong position, will that be all wonked up?
Not really.
No.
Because you'll all be facing gate number 1 at the start of the session. It'll make sense when that's also one of the reasons why we're doing this practice, is so that everybody can learn the track.
All right, for
Yeah,
sure.
because right now
Yeah.
this is convoluted as hell.
Yeah.
It makes more sense once you see it in action. Like the other guys, like we just did a race with Magnetic, Sunny, and Johnny, and it was a little chaotic in the first lap, but in the subsequent laps, everybody started getting into the groove. And now that we've got streets and stuff blocked off, it will make a lot more sense. So anyway,
right
I don't want to hold up traffic here in Jeju for too long. So let me explain this real quick. So are you looking at the map now, Cleaver?
No, because I would need 4 hands. That's what I keep fucking saying.
Okay. Well, when you get
Dude,
a
as
chance
it is,
to
you know
look
what
at
I'm
the
having to do right
map,
now? I'm having to contort my left hand to
I-
work the controller and reach over with my right to do push to talk.
I understand that push to talk is not ideal. But the reason why we had push to talk was so that if somebody goes, "That son of a bitch that just passed me," we don't get that kind of language going through during the race. But basically, okay. When you get a chance to look at the map, if it becomes obvious what the race line is because it's marked in red in between each of the gates. Okay, so that's the what's called the racing line, basically. And so if somebody crashes out here in like waypoint number 6, then you can take them off the track and go down into downtown Jeju completely off the track, and then take them over to the repair side. So it's not that bad. All right, Cammy, do you want to join the track? Let me hold on. All right, let's see here. We got Sunny. Are you back? Magnetic, are you ready? Dakota _ Johnny.
Yes.
For Cammy.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm just being patient, waiting my turn to speak.
No worries. Johnny, go ahead and stop revving your engine, please. Let's get everybody on the line and ready to go here. I'm trying to get Cammy to join. There he goes. He's in the event now. Okay, so we got Johnny is in the event. Dakota _ is in the event. Cammy in the event. Magnetic in the event, and Sunny in the event. All right, racers, are you guys ready?
If you want to join the event too there, Kelver, you can see the track as it's going. You can see all the racers
join the
on the
event
track with
before we
numbers.
launch it.
Sure, I'd love to know how to join an event.
Push I
In the
as
pause
in
menu?
India. Don't.
I can't ready because I don't have a race car.
Oh, you're fine. Don't have to
No,
ready.
you don't need to ready. Cammy's a little confused. Stop, hold on revving your engine. Cammy, are you in voice? Okay. All right, racers, are you guys ready? Johnny, Dakota _ Magnetic, Sunny. All right,
good.
Here we go, guys. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they're off, ladies and gentlemen. Heading down towards the thing. So again, this section that Dakota, Cammy, Magnetic, Johnny just passed through, including Bulwark and Sunny. Those are all the that is where pit lane will be rejoining the track. Looks like we do have an accident there. Just go ahead and reset yourself. There you go. Like normally during the race we're not going to reset ourselves, but right now we will do that. No race prediction. All right, hold on, get that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who's going to win session number 2? Who is going to win session 2? Session 2 winner. Is it gonna be Cammy? Will it be Sunny? Will it be Magnetic? Is it gonna be Dakota?
I should really
Underscore.
put like a light on in the front of this car.
Yeah. Okay, guys, you've got 1 minute.
It's not aerodynamic.
You've got 1 minute to
I don't
start
care
your
at this
predictions.
point.
Get your predictions in.
Plus, the track should be lit.
It ain't lit.
There's street lights out there. Come on, guys.
Not at the.
On half of it.
Okay, half. That's still an F.
It's a wild track. It's a wild track, but that's part of the reasons why we're doing these practice sessions. The other practice session is going to be on Saturday at noon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Cammy in the lead with 8% of the race complete at this moment. This race is a 10-lap race with a 1 mandatory pit requirement. Keep in mind, pit lane is 35 miles an hour or 56 kilometers an hour, depending on which setting you're using. Bulwark in the lead technically, but he's in pit lane now. So there you go. That complicated little switchback right there. Oh, looks like Cammy got passed up by the two more familiar with the track, Sunny and Magnetic. A little bit more familiar with the track itself. Yeah, there you go. Okay, you're just about to complete the first lap. So that's basically the track. When you go into pit lane, though, you would be rejoining at gate number 2 instead of gate number 1. So right where Cammy is now is where pit lane rejoins the race. Right where Dakota underscore is right now is where pit lane rejoins the race. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, but you have to make them yourself. Can you put letters on a truck? Yeah. You do have. The problem is it also doesn't render in time. So we would need like light arrows. Like you create an arrow out of the light. Let's go find Johnny. Ooh, Johnny's in the lead right now. Look at that. And Magnetic is right on his tail. Bulwark right there too. Bulwark, keep in mind, Bulwark won race number 1 last Sunday. So Bulwark is not yet familiar though with track number 2. He told me earlier that this was going to be people's chances to kind of shine them up a little bit. And yeah, there we go. Okay, Johnny and Magnetic. Remember, Johnny pulled out a very surprising race in the last race. He took 5th. He got passed up by Frosty in the last second of the race. It was intense, man. It was awesome. Just have yellow arrows pointing to pit lane. Yeah, we could do that. If somebody wants to decorate their car for that. All right, Johnny. So that's a complicated turn right there, right? Because you've got a lot of speed as you're coming down. But yeah, like this is what I'm talking about, right? With these cones and stuff in the area, that's really going to help people figure that all out as they come around that way. So, but you know, it's really nice because, you know, once we have this all properly blocked off and we've got all of that situated, it's gonna make it a lot more interesting. And we have a rogue person joining the race, it looks like. That's not good. All right, so that's also gonna be like why getting the admin support for this when we're doing this properly again is going to be a big help as well. Oh, okay. So Bulwark learning that if you go down that straightaway too fast, you gain some air right there. But he does manage to pass up Magnetic right there. Unfortunately, I don't know what position Bulwark is in. I'm assuming he's in 2nd right now. But he didn't join the event in time, so you know, it's kind of interesting. But the fun part about this track too, guys, is the fact that there's very little room to pass, right? So this track reminds me a lot of that F1 track, Monaco, right? So very little room to pass, but plenty of action to be had as Dakota underscore makes his way around the track here. We're gonna head back down towards my own little pit lane. Sunny now in 4th and Cammy in 5th. So right now your race leader is Johnny, followed by Magnetic, and then Dakota underscore, and then Sunny and Cammy pulling in the rear over there. So let me go ahead and do my own little pit stop there. Johnny coming across the finish line just now. Oh, Cammy out of his car now for some reason. Not sure why. Not sure what's going on there. Okay. So there we go. Looks like we still have a rogue person on track, which is really unfortunate. I wish that was not the case. Okay, so Johnny and everybody. So the other thing is too, I'm really gonna have to rely on. Okay, so all you gotta do is come to a full complete stop, and then that will count as your pit. There you go. Dakota underscore has done his pit. Yeah, and then you'll make that right turn to go to gate number 2. Perfect. All right, Sunny coming down the thing, trying to catch up to Dakota, which is quite interesting. Dakota gets spun out, it looks like. Oh, bad time to reset, but it's okay. It didn't actually cause a wreck with that one. I do wish this Mavis guy would get off the track though. That'd be nice. Mr. Mavis, please leave the track till the race is done. All right, so let's catch up. Let's see what's going on over here. All right, we got Dakota underscore chasing down Sunny as they head towards the military base in the rain, going uphill. This is going to be very slippery in this section. So it looks like Dakota goes off track. Like I said, very slippery section right there. All right, I think Johnny just pit. I need to go look. All right, thank you, Magnetic. All right, so where did he go? Did he finish? Yeah, I think he finished. Yeah, he's still on track. He didn't listen to me. I asked him politely to leave the track, but there's nothing I can do without applying to be an admin, but I don't want to be an admin. So all right, Bulwark and Johnny. I think Johnny is still leading, but again, we don't know what position Bulwark is in because he didn't join the event in time. All right, let's head down here. I know that Dakota underscore and Magnetic have made their pit stops. I'm not so sure about anybody else just yet, so we will see. And Mavis is like, oh, but I want to join the event. It's like, well, sign up for the, sign up for the racing league next time once signups are available again. All right, Magnetic coming down. Magnetic is in 4th right now. It looks like Cammy is going for a DNF at the moment, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, what do we got down here? Anybody pitting? Right now, somebody just went by. Dakota underscore now has 40% of the race complete. Johnny with 49. Sunny in second place technically. Bulwark passing up Johnny. I think that actually technically puts Bulwark now in the lead for the race. Oh, Johnny hit the wall there a little bit and lost a little bit of traction. Came off his wheels for a second there. But yeah, okay, so this part right here, right? You've got to be almost perfect because these Formula SCM cars, the Formula 1600s, are pretty low to the ground. So those curbs are really high on you. And right there, you see Johnny got a little bit of air and he lost all traction and went into the wall, right? And so that's gonna be wild. Thank you so much for the follow, Muckcans. Yeah, so you know that's gonna be wild in the actual race, because you can't go too fast on that spot, otherwise you end up with your wheels off the ground. Okay, there's not a lot of room for passing here. Let's see if Bulwark tries though, as he's chasing down Dakota underscore. I don't think he's gonna go for the pass. Oh no, but Dakota goes off track and Bulwark takes advantage of it. So there you go, Bulwark. And remember, Bulwark placed first in last Sunday's race, so he is a very skilled racer. I think he was 2 laps ahead in race number 1, so that was interesting. Okay, so here we go. We got Magnetic holding on to 4th right now, and then Sunny is doing his pit stop now. Okay, so the only person who is not pit, I think that's everybody. Johnny, Sunny, Dakota underscore, and Magnetic are the only ones left in the race right now. So everybody has done their pit stop. And there we go, Bulwark coming down as... No, he already rejoined. Sunny is just ahead of him. Bulwark starting to learn the track. You see how smoothly he did that turn right there? Oh, that's you'll love to see it. And he comes around this part. Remember this part right here. If you end up too fast just before this shop right here, there's a bump right where Bulwark is at, where those smoke clouds came up, that can get you airborne. But it looks like Bulwark is able to hold on to it. Even though he did catch some air right there, he is able to hold on to it. Okay, so Johnny is actually our race leader right now. Where is Johnny? Let's see if we can find him. There he is, right there. And Dakota underscores in 3rd, but right behind him. But Johnny is a lap ahead. Ooh, Johnny's kicking some butt. Look at that. That's awesome. All right, Dakota underscore. So there we go. Johnny coming into the military base. Now, I've done this part myself. It's a little bit more slippery than the regular street, but not by much, right? Like, and with the speeds that you do this little switchback in, or the little horseshoe, like, it's not that bad. Again, my fastest lap time on this track was 2 minutes. Or 2 minutes 7 seconds, I should say. Like, me saying 2 minutes flat is is a little bit generous. Okay, so there we go. All right, so this part right here is what I was talking about earlier, right? This is difficult because you're coming downhill. So oh, look at that, Johnny able to stop just in time. Let's see how Dakota handles it as he comes down this part right here. So again, that's a 90-degree turn after going nearly top speed as you come down that route, right? So it's a very technical section of the track that keeps people busy. So there you go. All right, and so now Dakota is on the final stretch towards the finish line, but there's still a lot of this race to go. Johnny at 71%, Sunny at 62, Dakota underscore is now at 60%, with Magnetic at 58%. Magnetic's not quite having the same race he did in session 1, so do keep that in mind. We do have another straggler on the track, which is unfortunate. All right, Magnetic coming around, heading towards that finish line here. Now 60% complete as he now moves up into, let's see here, this is probably gonna be like 60, no, that's 60%. Okay, so the second gate will now make him 61. Okay, there you go. All right, let's see here. Let's see what's going on. Where's Bulwark? Bulwark is now in pit lane over here, getting some gas right now, actively getting gas right this moment. Let's see. Is he rejoining? Oh, and he's getting repairs. But we don't know what position he's in. Keep that in mind. We don't know what position he's in because he did not join the event. But I do know that he passed Johnny earlier, so he's probably still technically in first, but without an ability for me to know exactly where he's at, it's going to be hard to say. Johnny, look at that, man. Johnny is doing this very consistently now. You gotta love it. Okay, so here we go. Dakota underscore coming down right over here. He's heading down this really fast section of the track, and you love to see it, right? As he slides in, so you get that little dip just before the hill. Wow, look at that. That was another smooth turn down that. All right, Sunny and Magnetic coming on, coming down towards each other right now. Oh no, Magnetic goes completely off track, slides through. I think he's got to go back though and get one of the gates, because I think he missed a gate when he went off track there. So yeah, you gotta watch out for that, right? Okay, Sunny also going off track. This is a very, very challenging course.
I didn't make it.
Where did you not make it? To the event?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, I was telling the stream. I don't know what position Bulwark is in, but I saw him pass Johnny at one point.
No, I think I caught you guys right when you were starting, and I was like, shit.
Yeah. I think you just missed it because you were right behind everybody at the start.
Yeah, I had realized what time it was when I woke up. I got a really, really bad toothache out of nowhere, and I tried to sleep it off.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, toothaches fucking suck, dude. I'm sorry.
The fact that you're able to maintain the track without the waypoints is a good sign, I would say.
Yeah, no, I just followed everybody else, so I was like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah. It's gonna make a lot more sense too once we have it properly blocked off for the actual race and such. Okay, so looks like Johnny is still our race leader with 90% complete. Johnny is putting in a really solid performance here in race number 2. You love to see it. It's going to be interesting to see who voted for Johnny in our prediction here. So let me come on down here. I think this is going to be a really fun track once people learn it. So all right, here we go. Dakota underscore coming down this straightway. Remember, Dakota is in second place, but I think he's a lap down right now. So he's got a little bit of catching up to do on Johnny because he's 11% behind Johnny right now. I think Johnny is on his final lap because if I remember correctly, when we were at 90% last race, Johnny...
I just noticed I hit level 200 towing.
Let me whisper, Jar. Black. So A couple disruptions, but repower. Okay, all right, here we go. Johnny, remember, Johnny is your race leader right now, and he's got a solid lead on the pack, 96%. He is 10% faster, well, 11% faster right now. And if you look at the first lap times, Johnny had a 2-minute 19-second lap time with Dakota underscore at a 2-minute 39 first lap time. Magnetic at 2:12. That is a solid lap time. 2:12 is really good. All right, Johnny coming in towards the final 2 turns. Johnny's coming in on these final 2 turns, and this is gonna be your race leader, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny. And Johnny takes first with a 22-minute and 6-second time for race session number 2. In second place right now is Dakota underscore with Magnetic and Sunny right behind. Literally right behind. Ooh, you love to see it. Okay, here's the battle for second right here as Magnetic chases down Dakota underscore and tries not to let... Oh, you see, like, this is what I love. And this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see these guys get better and better and better with these cars week after week. Oh, no! And Dakota goes into the ditch. Oh, no! Magnetic passes him. He's now in second place. Magnetic is now in second place, and Dakota underscore has some time to make up now that he went into that ditch. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier today, where I was saying this is exactly like Monaco, where you have to be precise with your turns, especially in that section, because these open wheel vehicles will get stuck in the gutters, and so you really got to watch out for that. You've really got to watch out for that as Magnetic comes around towards the military base. How far behind Dakota? Dakota's not far behind. Dakota is not far behind. This is going to be close. It's all going to come down to the straightaway up ahead, and how these guys, how these racers handle this, how they handle this section, because remember, you're going really fast downhill as you come down this last part of the track, right?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. I just
you're going really fast down this section. So again, it's all going to come down to these final 2 turns.
I was wondering who was behind them.
Right
and
here.
It was catching them, so I said, oh, it's
right
close.
here. Okay, looks like Magnetic, as long as he holds on to it, should be number 2 as Dakota underscore and Magnetic come down this pathway. Yeah, looks like Magnetic was able to hold on to it, so as long as he does not crash out before the finish line here, Magnetic is now in second place. There you go. Magnetic with a time of 24 minutes 33 seconds as Dakota underscore comes in now, not that far behind him with a solid 24:44, and then Sunny shouldn't be that far behind. Where's Sunny at? Sunny is up at the military base right now, guys. Sunny is up at the military base right now. All right, I'm gonna get my batteries refreshed and we're gonna head back out. All right, Sunny is the last on track. He'll be finished soon, and then all racers just return to your cars so that you get credit for the race, including you, Cammy. All right, Sunny coming down. Now, out of respect, we're going to let him finish the track just so that he gets that extra practice in. And the next practice session is going to be next Saturday at noon. So that should be pretty fun. All right. Now, this is a very technical track here, which is tons of fun. Hold on. I'll read that in a second, Magnetic. I'll read that in a second. All right.
Yeah, that's my issue too. I need to Actually, I think I have one stored away in my Galima semi, or not.
There we
Galima,
go.
my
There we
F1.
go. Oh, Cleaver, you blocked Sonny from finishing the race.
No, I think I finished.
No, he made it across.
All right. Well, all right. Everybody is in their cars.
It's not like it matters. He's at the back.
Well, it's time matters because he gets XP for that. All right, there we go. All right, so your race leader for session number 2 is Johnny, followed by Magnetic in second, and then we've got Dakota underscore with a third, and Sunny with fourth, and Cammy is a DNF, unfortunately. Now,
So,
are there
I just
any
got kicked.
questions about the track so far? I'll take that
The
as a
hell?
no.
I just got kicked from the server. The hell was that about?
Could just be a latency issue.
It said kicked by host.
Pit lane with... Okay, let me get rid of my thing. That's gonna conclude the official event tonight. I really appreciate everybody being here, and I hope that the track makes more sense to everybody now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I haven't practiced, still no.
Johnny, you just placed first, man. But
Yeah,
it's
but
interesting,
that-
right? Like as you guys get near that that store, if you go down that one straight too fast, you catch air. I think that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I had that issue.
Yeah. I had that issue too when I was practicing the track. Yeah, so Jar Jar is actually blocking pit lane right here. Yeah, I agree, Sonny. So at the end of the race proper, I will have everybody be making their vehicles available to everyone in order for me to check to make sure that you don't have a damaged engine or radiator at the end of the track. Because remember, that's one of our rules is you have to pit if you have a damaged engine or radiator, and you have to fix that before the end of the race.
Yeah, I popped my radiator a couple of times. I was like, oh, there's a couple of spots here that'll cause real damage if you hit them wrong.
Yeah, the neighborhood that you go through there at the end, or in the first like horseshoe section, those curbs will come out and bite you.
There's also manholes on your way up to the military base. I hit one and went airborne.
Now, is there any way that we could set up a different way to do voice chat here during the actual race, so I'm not having to fight with this? So it's
I'm gonna have to
easier
get the admins
communicate
to
with
change it.
wreckers?
There's nothing anybody in here right now can currently do about that.
Yeah, and the reason why it's push to talk is just because racing gets heated, and I don't need Joe Schmo saying to Schmo Joe, hey, F you, man, you passed me, blah, 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 that was illegal, or whatever. Like, that's the reason why it's push to talk right now is to prevent that, because in theory, the racers are going to be too busy to hit their push to talk button. So, and the other thing is too, I don't need a lot of chitter chatter going on, or like somebody's grandma or aunt coming in going like, hey, what are you doing? While I'm calling a yellow flag or something, like, so that's the reason why we went with a push to talk, is just so that the official race announcements are the most important things that come across in this channel.
Okay, but it makes my job as a wrecker more complicated. And I already told
Not
you
really.
I have a mic on and off. Case in point,
Well, what you can do
see?
is all you got to do is have the map up on like your second monitor or your phone or something.
What second monitor?
Well, if you don't have a second monitor, you can have it on your phone. You can print it out, like whatever works for you. Put it on a tablet. Then that way, if I say, you know, oh, there's a accident at waypoint 3, then you'll have the knowledge of what waypoint 3 is. But I'll also probably say something like, you could see on the map, right? Because you can see their names. So like if you look on the map and I say Magnetic is needs a wrecker and he's in Jeju North, then you would be able to find him.
Provided that the tags aren't an absolute clusterfuck like they were at the last racetrack.
Well,
Anything near pit lane was basically blocked out from the amount of people there.
it was Johnny who won, right? Choose outcome.
If you join the event, you can see the numbers and you can focus on those. Those are a little
did
bit
I miss
easier to see than
Johnny?
all the player markers.
How did I miss Johnny? It was Magnetic as second place, so second place is now
Still though, this
second place is now
not
the winner.
Because
And plus, as a wrecker, all you're going to really have to do is
I would
listen
need
to.
4 hands to work everything. 2 for the controller, 1 for push talk, 1 for the phone. You can see why it's not exactly optimal.
Yeah, but
necessarily need to talk.
you're going to be chilling for most of the race until somebody's wrecked out and needs picked up. So that happened like once in the 40 minutes of the first race. So you know,
Which is why I'm
this
figuring
we
you'd
have
want me to
more of
be
a
able to
risk
communicate
of wrecks
quickly.
in this one, but I feel your pain. I understand your pain, but there's rhyme and reason behind this channel being push to talk.
Écoutez, to do a convoy.
Probably.
I'm down.
Before we
Thanks.
close out, is there any further questions about the track? Any misunderstandings on like pit lane specifically? Because that
Sorry,
one's a little
Jar.
bit challenging. What was that, Dakota?
Oh no, I thought Jar Jar was in here. I was saying sorry.
Oh. Yeah, really good showing considering this is our first practice. So the other thing is, guys, the best way for you to practice this track is to go to the race league thing and download the text file, and then what you do is in single player create your own event by pushing I as in India, and there's an option that says create an event, and then from there you choose the proper vehicle. And you can see this on I'll post this on my YouTube channel. So you'll see this at the end of the stream here, okay? Is where this is going to be. So you come here to vehicle, and then you push Formula SCM, choose the engine, go back to map, and then once you're editing the map, there's an import button. So you copy the contents of the text file, right? And you hit import, and it'll say your event has been imported from the thing. You hit OK. You set the laps to 2 laps so that finish line becomes finish line proper. And then you practice in offline mode is probably your best place to practice for this race upcoming Sunday. Now we're going to have another official race practice next Saturday at noon Central Standard Time. In the race league chat, I've got that fancy thing that translates that to your time zone. So all right, well, give me just a moment as I sign off on my stream here, and I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me tonight on the Drake X 2000 show. I'm gonna call it an early night tonight because I'm still trying to get my voice fully back and everything like that. So let's see who is streaming right now. Okay, we got those guys over there. All right, we got one person with 1 viewer right now who is streaming. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, get in on this. Earn yourself some free Drake scales as we come to an end on today's stream. Get some free Drake scales for this. And I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. And I want to thank my latest follower, Muttcans, over there. Thank you so much for that. All right, so let's get this raid in. You'll earn some free Drake skills that you can use for different things on the channel. Tons of fun. And yep. All right, his name is really difficult to copy paste for some reason. All right, there we go. He's got 1 viewer right now. Okay, I can't speak for his capability as a streamer, but let's give him a big ol' Drakeish 2000 howdy doody. Anyway, because that's how we do things here. Let's spread the love. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight again, and I will catch you in the next one.